Hello, my little love. Did you have a good day today? I hope something made you smile. Now take a slow breath, relax your shoulders, and let your mind get soft and quiet. It's time for a gentle bedtime story. Once upon a time, on a quiet winter evening when snowflakes were falling soft and slow, like feathers from the sky, there lived a little girl with golden hair and the brightest smile. She wore a warm red scarf that her grandmother had knitted for her, and she carried a small basket filled with beautiful matches that glowed with special magic. The little girl loved to walk through the town on winter evenings, watching the windows light up one by one as families gathered inside their cozy homes. The snow crunched gently beneath her feet, making a soft musical sound with each step. The air smelled of pine trees and wood smoke and the promise of something wonderful. As she walked down the cobblestone streets, she would look into the windows and see such beautiful things. In one window, she saw a family decorating a tall evergreen tree with shimmering ornaments that caught the candlelight and sparkled like stars. In another window, she saw children laughing as they played a board game together, their faces glowing warm and happy in the firelight. The little girl wasn't sad, even though she was alone. She had something very special with her, you see. Her matches were not ordinary matches at all. They were magic matches that her grandmother had given her, and each one held a beautiful dream inside it. She found a quiet spot beside an old stone wall where the snow had piled up soft like a pillow. She sat down carefully, arranging her red scarf around her shoulders. The wall blocked the gentle wind, and sitting there felt almost like sitting in a warm embrace. The little girl reached into her basket and took out the first match. When she struck it against the wall, it made a soft scratching sound, and suddenly, the most wonderful golden light bloomed from the tiny flame. It was warm and bright and filled with magic. In the light of the first match, she saw something beautiful. She saw a great big stove, the kind that sits in the middle of a cozy cottage and fills the whole house with warmth. The stove had pretty tiles painted with flowers and birds, and from it came the most delicious heat. Like being wrapped in the softest blanket on the coldest night, she could almost feel the warmth on her cheeks and her hands and her toes. The little girl smiled as she watched the flame dance and flicker. When the match burned down to her fingers, the vision faded gently like mist in the morning sun, but the warm feeling stayed in her heart. She reached for a second match and struck it. This time, the magical light showed her something even more wonderful. She saw a table laden with the most delicious feast you could ever imagine. There was a golden roasted goose with crispy skin and herbs that smelled like summer gardens. There were warm rolls with butter melting into them. There were glazed carrots and honey roasted potatoes and a big bowl of peas as green as springtime. And in the center of the table sat the most magnificent cake, covered in white frosting and decorated with candied roses. The little girl giggled softly as she looked at the feast. She could almost smell the delicious aromas floating through the air. She imagined sitting at that table with people who loved her, sharing the meal and telling stories and laughing together. When this match burned down, she wasn't sad. She was happy that she had seen something so beautiful. She struck the third match, and oh, what a sight appeared. In the golden glow of the flame, she saw a Christmas tree so magnificent it took her breath away. It was taller than any tree she had ever seen, and it was decorated with hundreds and hundreds of candles, all burning with gentle flames that flickered and danced. There were ornaments of silver and gold, and strings of cranberries and popcorn wound around the branches. At the very top sat a beautiful star that seemed to shine with its own special light. Under the tree were presents wrapped in colorful paper and tied with ribbons. The little girl imagined what might be inside those packages. Perhaps a warm doll with a painted face, or a book full of fairy tales, or a music box that played soft lullabies. The tree smelled of pine and cinnamon and all the good things of winter. As she watched, one of the stars seemed to fall from the tree and rise up into the night sky, trailing light behind it like a ribbon. The little girl remembered what her grandmother had once told her, that when you see a falling star, it means someone somewhere is thinking of you with love. When the third match went out, the little girl felt peaceful and calm. The snow was still falling gently around her, and each snowflake was like a tiny kiss from the sky. She reached for the fourth match, and when she struck it, something even more magical happened. In the warm glow of the flame, she saw her grandmother. Her grandmother looked just as the little girl remembered, with silver hair soft as clouds and eyes that crinkled at the corners when she smiled. She was wearing her favorite shawl, the one with the roses embroidered on it, and she was reaching out her arms. "Grandmother," the little girl whispered, and her voice was full of joy. Her grandmother smiled the most beautiful, warm smile. "Hello, my darling girl," she said in a voice as gentle as rain on flowers. "I've been watching over you, and I'm so proud of you." The little girl felt such happiness fill her heart. "I've missed you, grandmother," she said. "And I've missed you, my love," her grandmother replied. "But I've never really left you, you know. I'm always with you, in the warm sunshine and the soft rain, in the flowers that bloom in spring and the stars that shine at night. Whenever you see something beautiful, that's me, sending you my love." The little girl wanted this moment to last forever. She quickly struck another match, and another, and another, using all the matches in her basket. Each one added more light, more warmth, more magic to the moment. The flames grew into a beautiful glowing cloud of golden light that surrounded both the little girl and her grandmother. "Come with me, little one," her grandmother said softly. "Let me show you something wonderful." And then, something truly magical happened. The little girl felt herself becoming as light as a snowflake. She and her grandmother rose up together, floating gently through the soft, falling snow, rising up past the rooftops and the chimneys, past the church steeple and the old clock tower, up and up into the peaceful night sky. They floated among the stars, which were not cold and distant at all, but warm and friendly, each one twinkling a hello. The moon smiled down at them, round and silver and kind. They drifted on clouds that were soft as cotton and sweet as dreams. Her grandmother held her close as they traveled through the night sky, over sleeping villages and quiet forests, where deer dreamed under snow-covered trees, over frozen ponds that shimmered like mirrors in the moonlight, over mountains whose peaks touched the stars. "Where are we going, grandmother?" the little girl asked, though she wasn't worried or afraid. She felt safe and loved and completely at peace. "To a place where it's always warm," her grandmother said. "Where there's always enough to eat, where every day feels like the coziest winter evening by the fire. A place where no one is ever lonely or cold or sad. A place where all the people who love you are waiting to meet you. And they traveled on through the peaceful night, wrapped in starlight and love. Floating on dreams and magic and the gentle wings of angels who had been watching over the little girl all along. When morning came and the sun rose pink and gold over the snowy town, people found the little girl still sitting by the old stone wall. But she wasn't cold anymore. She looked peaceful and happy, with a gentle smile on her face, and all around her were the burned matches from her basket. "Look," said a kind woman who found her. "She must have been trying to keep warm. Poor dear." But another woman, who was older and wiser, looked more closely at the little girl's peaceful face. "No," she said softly. "Look at how she's smiling. She's not here anymore. She's somewhere much better now, somewhere warm and safe and full of love." Her grandmother came for her in the night and took her home. And it was true. The little girl was no longer sitting by the cold stone wall. She was far away in a beautiful place where the sun always shone warm and golden. Where gardens bloomed with every flower you could imagine, where kind people welcomed her with hugs and smiles, and where her grandmother held her hand and showed her all the wonders of this new and magical home. In this special place, there was a cozy cottage just for her, with a big warm stove that never went cold, and a table that was always set with delicious food to share. And a Christmas tree that stayed bright and beautiful all year long. And best of all, she was surrounded by love, more love than she had ever known. The kind of love that wraps around you like the softest blanket and makes everything feel safe and right and good. And though the people in the town felt sad when they found her by the wall, they didn't need to be sad at all. Because the little girl was happier than she had ever been, living in joy and warmth and peace, with her grandmother by her side. And angels singing soft lullabies that sounded like the wind through pine trees. Sometimes, on quiet winter evenings when the snow falls soft and slow, people say you can still see a warm golden glow in the sky, like the light from magical matches. And they say it's the little girl, sending her love down to earth. Reminding everyone that there is always light in the darkness, always warmth in the cold, always hope and magic and love, if you just know where to look. And the grandmother and the little girl lived happily ever after, together in that beautiful place. Where winter is always cozy and Christmas is always near, where love is always warm and dreams always come true. You did well today, my little love. Now let your eyes grow heavy, and let the night wrap around you like a soft blanket. Sleep well, sweet dreams, and rest deeply.